Budget Blinds. Visit their showroom or call today for a free in-home consultation.
This is Newcap News with Bart Pediasic.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We begin tonight in the city of Cold Lake, where council has approved their 2016 budget. As Hannah Tita reports, while residents won't face a property tax increase anytime soon, the rates of some services will go up.
We're going to keep construction going in Cold Lake. We don't put any money in the bank. We spend every dollar. It's a great time to borrow money. Rates are so low. So if you have the money, spend it now, fix your community up, and that's what the residents want.
Cold Lake City Council voted unanimously to approve the close to $85 million combined operational and capital budget. Mayor Craig Copeland says 2016 will be a construction year, and the city is excited to be able to employ locals with the upcoming projects. The budget allocates just over $28 million for facility infrastructure, including the expansion of the Energy Center and upgrades to the marina. $4 million will also begin the twinning of Highway 28 on the south side.
We're going to be doing some major work on Highway 28 within the city of Cold Lake from the Lakeland Inn to sort of the main intersection, fix the main intersection of Cold Lake. It's a big hazard right now.
The city will now operate on a full cost recovery basis, so residents can expect a 5% increase in utility rates for water and sewer. The city is also going to start charging a $5 fee for people accessing the landfill.
By imposing a $5 fee at the landfill, we'll probably be able to be full cost recovery. For those that don't know, our wet waste, our garbage has to get trucked all the way to Riley, Alberta, which is about a 2.5-hour drive from Cold Lake.
Mayor Copeland says the main concern council faces is the economy. They plan to keep a close to 0% increase in both residential and commercial property taxes.
People, are really tight for money, and so that's why we didn't raise the transit buses is going to be free for the entire 2016 season. So we're just worried about people's pocketbook right now, and we asked administration to come in with a really tight budget and no increases, and they did a great job.
Hannah Tita, Newcap News.
Well, the results are officially in for this year's Your Voice event, where Lloydminster residents were able to give their opinion on how the city is run and what changes they would like to see. Since the event in November, city administration has been gathering all of the information from the night and presented it to council this week. Some suggestions include stiffer penalties for mistakes by staff, a cooling off period before the city can hire former councillors or mayors, and the removal of in-camera sessions.
I think there's relevance and credence to all the opinions of people that came to Your Voice, and those will be taken into consideration in the development of a code of conduct revamping.
I think the most prevalent thing that we were hearing from folks was that they were really pleased that the city was actually doing the Your Voice event and talking about the issues.
The next Your Voice night has been scheduled for February 23rd. 2,000 athletes, 5,000 visitors, and 7 days of exciting sporting action, not to mention the promise of economic benefit. According to the city's report, the Saskatchewan Winter Games generated $2.5 million for Prince Albert in 2014. Now, as Jeremy Thompson reports, Lloydminster City Council has decided to put in a bid for the Games to come to the border in 2018.
Biathlon, cross-country skiing, snowboarding, and curling are just a few of the 17 exciting sports that could be coming to Lloydminster in 2018. Monday, council elected to make a bid to be the host community.
It gives us a chance to showcase our city, our facilities, our people, and our businesses. So I think it's a great event to do that.
The Games would cost upwards of $900,000, with roughly half of the funding coming by way of grants from the Saskatchewan Games Council. The rest would have to be raised through corporate sponsorship and donations. Mayor Rob Saunders is confident the event would be a positive one for the city's economy.
Usually we do well, as I'd mentioned. We not only cover our costs, but the big piece that is a benefit is that it brings our volunteers, our residents together as volunteers.
Host communities also tend to build lasting infrastructure because of the Games. Mount Joy had several projects fast-laned when Lloyd hosted the Alberta Winter Games more than 30 years ago, something the community is still benefiting from.
We ended up with a T-bar improvement at that time, and we still have some of our rental equipment. I know it's a long ways back, but we come across stuff that does have stickers that that says Alberta Winter Games that year.
Now, it remains to be seen if the Alberta side ski hill would even be a venue for the theoretical Saskatchewan Games. It's a lot of speculation at this point, but with both Regina and Saskatoon ineligible to bid and the wide variety of facilities the city already has in place, Lloydminster is sure to be a top contender. On the border, Jeremy Thompson, Newcap News.
Well, this week in Pet Project, we have one handsome Shepherd Australian cattle dog cross up for adoption. He's 2.5 years old and loves attention. Plus, one of the longest residents of the SPCA is looking for a home. Mystic is a 6-year-old black cat. Here's John from the SPCA with more.
Marty is one handsome fellow who just absolutely loves people. This 2.5-year-old Shepherd Australian cattle dog cross is most content when he's getting tons of attention. He is also a very quiet dog who rarely barks. He's perfectly content just to lay by your feet and get tons of pets and cuddles. Marty does know some basic commands, but he is often reluctant to show you them unless he receives the right motivation. Usually, a treat does the trick. Marty would fit in well with any family. He's such a gentle dog that we're sure will steal your heart the minute you meet him. Stop by the SPCA and say hi to Marty today. This majestic girl is Mystic, a 6-year-old domestic short-haired cat. Mystic is one of our longest residents at the SPCA, which is unfortunate because she is such a sweetheart. She loves nothing more than to cuddle up next to you and get tons of pets. Mystic gets overwhelmed with other cats, so she'd prefer a home where she's the only pet. That way she can have all of your affection to herself. Although she may be a little bit older than some of the other cats at the SPCA, she still has many years ahead of her. Mystic would love nothing more than to meet her forever family just before Christmas. Stop by the SPCA and meet Mystic today and give her the Christmas she truly deserves.